launch of the Provincial Crime Prevention Week. It is the week to prevent crime. Every week we prevent crime, but this week we are focusing with community partners like the YMCA, like some of the others that you'll meet in a little while, about how do we together make safer communities. That's what we're here to do. Today we have with us three gentlemen that will be speaking very shortly. Mr. Chen Lee, Councillor for Scarborough Rouge River, and the Vice Chair of the Toronto Police Service Board. We have Chief Jeff McGuire from Niagara Regional Police Service. He's the current president of the Ontario Association of Chiefs of Police, and Chief Mark Saunders of the Toronto Police Service. At this time, I'd like to invite Councillor Lee to come up and deliver some remarks.
Thank you. And Chief Saunders, Chief McGuire, officers, all guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Toronto Police Services Board and Chair Bingo, I welcome all of you as we kick off the 2015 Crime Prevention Week. As we all know, Crime Prevention Week is a time dedicated to increasing community awareness and recognition of policing services while strengthening police community ties. It is the time when people can come together to talk about and take part in crime prevention in their own communities. This week, the theme of the week is, this year, the theme of the week is working together to improve community safety and well-being, a shared commitment. Crime prevention is fundamental to building safe communities. But crime prevention cannot be left to the police alone. Communities and neighborhoods also have a valuable role in this endeavor. They are and must be a vital partner in our efforts to build safer and healthier communities. We have seen that together, through our joint and sustained efforts, we can develop action-based strategies and meaningful initiatives that are powerful, multifaceted, and responsive to the changing times. Together, we can create safer and stronger communities throughout Ontario. We also know that policing today involves more than just law enforcement. We must continue to emphasize the importance of community mobilization and community engagement as a critical component to building safe and healthy communities. In order to truly reduce crime, community members and social groups, businesses and governments, together with police forces, must be able to identify crime trends, be educated in crime prevention strategies, and be prepared to apply overall best practices. We also have to find better ways to effectively deploy our limited resources and also to increase our resolution rates. Neighborhoods are safer when residents take control of public spaces. Schools are safer when young people assume leadership in efforts to stop bullying. And our city streets are safer when Torontonians become engaged, actually Ontarians become engaged, and become mobilized in community safety initiatives. Preventing crime and reducing victimization requires localized, collaborative, and comprehensive planning and education and engagement. I'm proud of the collaborative approach that we have developed in Toronto, through which the police and community are engaged with each other to ensure that our communities and neighborhoods are safe, healthy, and nurturing environment for all Torontonians. This approach has made us a leader worldwide. We must build on this as we continually as we embark on this year's Crime Prevention Week. I invite all of us, members of the public, young and not so young people, members of the police service, community organizations, and government alike, We work together to ensure that our communities continue to be safe, healthy, and nurturing environments for all Toronto Canadians. We have to do this all while respecting international and Canadian laws and human rights. On behalf of the board, I want to express my sincere gratitude to the police service, as well as to our essential and community members and partners for their genuine dedication to crime prevention throughout our city. Thank you very much for coming, and I hope that we are able to promote and help our communities make them safer. Thank you very much, and good luck to all of us.
Thank you very much, Councillor Lee. Crime Prevention Week, which takes place from November 1 to 7 this year, is a collaboration between police services across the province, the Ministry of Community Safety and Correctional Services, and our many community partners. Today we have with us some community partners. Obviously the YMCA, we're just absolutely delighted to be here. The YMCA across this province is a tremendous partner with not only police but the entire community, so we are just delighted to be here. We also have representatives here from the Insurance Bureau of Canada and also from Humber College, and so we're just absolutely delighted that from a provincial perspective that to provide you with a provincial perspective on crime prevention. I'm pleased to call Chief Jeff McGuire from the Niagara Regional Police Service to deliver remarks.
Thanks very much, Joe. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Chief Saunders. Councillor Vice Chair, thank you for taking the time to be here. To all my previous colleagues in the Toronto Police Service, it's always nice to come and see everybody again. And as Joe mentioned, thank you very much to the Y for making this opportunity available for us. This is a key component of kind of partnerships that we need to build and maintain. And Y's, I think, is worldwide famous for the partnerships that build in the community, and we're certainly glad to be here today. I have a few comments, and it's certainly an honor for me to be speaking here on behalf of the chiefs of police and the senior executive officers from the more than 50 police services right across the province of Ontario. As we've heard, our theme this year is working together to improve community safety and well-being, a shared commitment in Ontario. And I would suggest to you that the shared commitment is the key that was spoken about briefly earlier. We need to have a recognition that the commitment to public safety must be shared, not just with the police, but also with every member of the community that we serve, including businesses, neighborhoods, people, the Y, schools, boards of education, all kinds of different boards. It's that partnership that we need to stick with. Ontario police leaders, like my friend and colleague Mark Saunders here beside us, and all our OACP members engage and regard crime prevention as part of our organizational DNA. It's in fact written right into the Police Services Act as one of the 5 key components that we as police leaders and all our people as police officers and our boards are obligated to deliver across the province. It's an inseparable part of what our officers do and a great key ingredient for safe and healthy communities for everyone who lives, works, or goes to school in our province. The Provincial Crime Prevention Week takes place from November 1st to November 7th. And with the support of the Government of Ontario's Ministry of Community Safety and Correctional Services and the OACP, all community services are reaching out to their communities and working with community groups to highlight the importance of crime prevention as a means to achieving safer and healthier communities. OACP members across the province will be showcasing their crime prevention initiatives and programs like the one that Chief Saunders will speak to very shortly. They'll provide information on crime issues of importance to Ontarians and emphasize the need for everyone to work together to make our communities safe. Some of the crimes that our Ontario Police Services will be focusing on during Crime Prevention Week include property crimes, including break-and-enters. These types of crimes hit particularly close to home for victims. They feel violated and have a hard time dealing with the sense of anger and that loss that they experience when victimized in a case like that. And I suspect there are probably people in this room who have been victims of crimes of that nature. Online fraud, with people relying so much on personal communications devices, and more every day, things such as communicating at work, school, with families and friends, banking accounts, paying the bills, shopping. It's incredibly important for law enforcement personnel to constantly provide good information so people can make wise choices when it comes to their online activities. Tax frauds, We see these happen at the phone, and they come to your front door, they come through your email to the web. The CRA, the Canadian Revenue Agency, recently warned that tax fraud is a growing concern. Again, criminals are sophisticated and tech savvy. I don't like to give them too much credit, but they do have the ability to keep up and sometimes get ahead of us in the technical crime area. So it's important that Ontarians know how to protect themselves from unscrupulous criminals trying to pass themselves off as legitimate government agencies. Personal crimes, including sexual assaults. Personal and sexual assaults must always be a major concern for Ontario police leaders and all police officers and every member of the community. Protecting vulnerable individuals is always an important and vital part of everything that every police officer does every day. So as I reflect on the crime prevention in Ontario, I realize that our world today is very different from when I started in policing. For one thing, half the cops in the room here weren't born, but that's a side issue. Our society has changed, and mostly for the better. Community mobilization, engagement, community policing, and partnerships with our communities is how we police today. Partnering with people in our community, conversations with people in our community, and our ability to talk to people and have them approach us and talk to us openly and freely is absolutely essential to how we deliver effective policing to our communities. I want to thank the officers that are here today and the officers working right now all around us, right across this province, working hard to keep our community safe. It's not an easy job, but it's a job that everyone out there has chosen. Police officers are not superheroes. They can be heroes. But they're dedicated citizens that have decided that public service is a noble thing. When you make mistakes, there's nowhere for us to hide. And that's as it should be. We expect to be held to account, and we will, and we want to continue to build safe communities. I'd like to conclude by thanking a number of people here this morning again. Thank you again, Vice Chair Lee, for your attendance here, and for your support for the officers here in Toronto, and to Chief Saunders for many years of friendship and your great strong leadership and support as a director of the Ontario Association of Chiefs of Police Board of Directors. I also want to express our gratitude to Steve Key, whose organization is working with the OACP and all Ontario Police Services to get out the message that crime prevention is everyone's business. And also, as I said earlier, to our folks and friends here at the YMCA in Toronto and right across the province for agencies like yours, we thank you for your commitment. To the great corporate and community partners who make it possible for officers to do their job, and as you've heard me probably say 25 times, to help keep their communities safe. So as I open, I'm pleased on behalf of all police leaders right across the province from over 50 police services as well as the provincial police to bring these greetings to you and recognize the importance of our combined role in crime prevention, and thank all of you for your commitment. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief McGuire. Our final speaker is Chief Mark Saunders of the Toronto Police Service. Chief Saunders is a member of the board of the OACP, and I'm pleased to invite him to come and deliver his remarks.
Chair Lee, the President of OACP, Chief McGuire, Joe Kuto, student officers, friends. Thank you so much for being here today. And I've got to say, first and foremost, I too want to thank the YMCA. You are the gold standard when it comes to community, when it comes to partnership. So it's only fitting that we're here to launch off Crime Prevention Week. And, you know, it is a core function of what we do on a daily basis. Crime prevention is something that is important. It was mandated for us to implement crime preventative techniques in our policing processes. But this week's a little bit different. This week, we're taking the opportunity to be a bit more overt. This allows the community an opportunity to speak with our specialists that work in the crime preventative sections of policing right across the province, especially in Toronto. And to ask those questions. What can I do to make my house safer? What can I do to make my business safer? How can I make sure that my son and my daughter is using the internet properly? These are all important factors that we have to incorporate if we're going to keep our city one of the best and safest cities to live in. So that's why we have this Crime Prevention Week. It is to remind us, it is to give an opportunity to have those dialogues when it comes to crime prevention. Because it's cyclonic. If we can reduce crime from a preventative perspective, then there's less cost of service. And if there's less cost of service, then it gives our officers across the province an opportunity to be more proactive on the road. And if they're more proactive on the road, that helps keep the cities even safer than they are today. So that is the relationship, that is the symbiotic bond between prevention and enforcement. And it is so critical in order for us to be safe. And the piece that I like to also recognize the importance of working with community. We can't do it all alone. If we're going to keep our cities safe, we have to work in concert with our communities. That is no way that anything that we do has any element of sustainability to it. It's making sure that the community understands its importance and works with us so that we can be successful with all the tasks that we do on a day-to-day process and keeping our communities safe. And the final piece that I'd like to talk about is Gun Amnesty. So effective today, from today until November the 16th, Toronto Police Service will be hosting Gun Amnesty. So that means any firearms that are out there have an opportunity to come in. One less gun in the city is an opportunity for keeping our city that much safer. I'm not interested in the number of guns that we seize. One gun is a success because one gun can cause catastrophic damage to our community, to our safety, if it's put in wrong hands or if it is in the wrong opportunity. So effective today, going right through until November 16th, Gun Amnesty, if you call 416-808-2222, and speak with a dispatcher, please do not bring any firearms to the police station. I'll say that a second time because everywhere this happens. Please do not bring firearms to any police station. Make the phone call and we will come and we'll retrieve those firearms. From 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every single day. So please contact us and let's start the dialogue as well. So if you hashtag AmnestyTO, it'll give you that hashtag an opportunity to engage in that conversation. We know what gun violence has done to our city, and we need to do absolutely anything and everything that we can to reduce gun violence in the city. So on behalf of the Toronto Police Service, I would like to say thank you for your support. This is going to be a great week. It's going to be a learning week for all of us, but more importantly, it is one step towards keeping our city safe. And I want to thank OACP, Chief McGuire, for being here as well, too. The fact that he's here symbolizes the seriousness of this very message. It is so important that we work collectively in keeping all of our cities safe. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Chief. That concludes our formal remarks. Media who wish to speak to any of our presenters will have an opportunity to do that very shortly. On behalf of the OACP, I'd like to thank everyone for being here today. It's the beginning, really, of us engaging with our community, with the community members and community organizations to promote the fact that crime prevention is everybody's business. That's what all police services in the province, from Toronto all the way up to the furthest point north, will be delivering. This is a joint initiative to make communities safer and healthier. And so police leaders and police officers across the province are delivering that message right now across Ontario. Thank you very much for your attendance here and be safe.